Hello everyone and welcome to my morning report analysis videos with me, Richard Perry, market analyst at Handtech Markets on Tuesday 28th of March. We've basically got a very sort of consolidating market today. Equity markets sort of flat to mixed, slightly higher on the DAX, about 0.6% up, but basically CAC and FTSE pretty much all but flat. There's sort of interesting little rebound that we've got on Wall Street last night. Let me just show you. Sorry, the S&P 500, which sort of rallied into the close, well off the lows of the day, and that sort of helped Asian markets overnight, and European markets had opened higher earlier. But is it a reaction higher that's going to be sort of bought into? Not convinced yet. We're still sort of trading underneath key resistances now. Also the dollar, which broke down yesterday, big head and shoulders top completed now on the dollar. And it remains under pressure today, and I think we're going to get a retest of that big long-term uptrend, which comes in around 98 figure on the dollar index. You've got these very mild sort of bounce on treasury yields, which helped the dollar, I think, earlier, but it's not really been followed through. So I'm not convinced by this rally that we've got, and I think it's more of a consolidation really, and that's really reflected in the forex majors. Really looking at across the board, it's only really the euro which is mildly underperforming, along with the sort of commodity currencies as well. Other than that, the yen stronger, sterling stronger again, and I'll sort of talk you through those charts in a bit. But certainly I think that that little rebound in equities last night, is it going to continue? I'm not convinced. So what we have got is sort of a mixed outlook again, really, as the European markets sort of get into the nub of it. We've got a little bit of US data today to look out for. You've got these. First of all, the Case-Shiller Home Price Index. House price index expected to grow by 5.6%, so nothing major there. The consumer confidence 114. Now that is again a very strong number, so that's at 3 o'clock. So a little bit of sort of lower tier US data really to focus on today, but nothing really exceptional to change market sentiment, I don't think. But my chart today is the Aussie dollar. Now we have seen the Aussie dollar now sort of falling into this medium term, and I say medium term across the last sort of couple of months trading range. But you look at the market in the last sort of year, really, basically is a long-term trading range, isn't it? Not really going anywhere, and it finds this the support at 75 figure, old low, key highs, old low, now lows again. So 75 big figure is your sort of key support there, but your resistance seems to continue to come in around 77.50. So basically 250 ticks of range really that we've got, and within that range you've got this pivot that's developed around 76 figure. 76 figure low of the last couple of sessions really. It tested down to the downside today, but bounced back towards basically 76 figure, which is exactly where we're finding the trade now. It's interesting because this market is a sort of an increasingly, whoops, that is the wrong button to press. Just doing something off screen that I'm going to bring on screen, where you've got this Aussie dollar chart whereby basically you're trading within the Bollinger Bands, but you're now sort of moving below the 20-day moving average, which is the moving average around which the Bollinger Bands are calculated, and it sort of would suggest really that you're sort of going to go back towards the lows of the band, and those lows are sort of 75 figure really. So I think we're going to get a continued move to the downside. You've got this sort of corrective move developing arguably on the momentum indicators, although not excessively so, but it is an important move around that 76 figure. We've had on the hourly chart a move below it today, more sort of bearish bias on the momentum, certainly within this sort of corrective move that we've seen in the last couple of or last week or so. So it sort of is sort of threatening to move back below 76 figure, and I think if you close back below it, I think you're going to start to creep back towards the lows around 75 figure, but there is certainly a range at play here over the last 2 months, and that 76 figure pivot is important, and that is basically exactly where we're trading around now. So one to watch today. So I wish you good luck in your trading today. You've got the resistance of today's high 76.35, and 76.50 is yesterday's high. So I will speak to you later. Thank you.